Hi, everybody. A little Sunday evening video here, just me and Zerg with you tonight. I'm just going to spend a little bit of time going through just an overview of the course with you. We're at the end of week 1 here, still in the first module of the course. So I'm right here. Weeks 1 and 2, I want to be dedicated to you finishing the Cope and Calancis book, the assignment that I've given you there. And starting on the finding refs, so that follow the references assignment, this first couple of weeks, I just want you to really zero in on what those references are that you want to follow up on. What did Cope and Calancis say where you think, I need to know more about that, I'd like to know more about that, and follow your interests that way. I'll post some activities, a few things for you to look at and do that should support you in your growing understanding of literacy as social practice to finish out this next week. That's weeks 1 and 2. Weeks 3 and 4 are going to be dedicated to reading the David Olson book, The World on Paper. Same situation there. I want you to find the references there that you want to follow up on. Very different book. This is going to be a book on the history of written language. If we're taking that sort of social historical approach to things, this one is really going to be focusing in on the history. Great book because it keys us in on the idea of how written language actually ends up impacting and changing what cognition is over time. So this is actually the first month of the course. So there'll be some activities as well there, but also you're going to be finding your references during those 2 weeks. Both of those find the refs or follow the refs activities in those first 4 weeks give you your reading for weeks 5 and 6 and 7, 8. I really want you to spend the time digging into those readings and getting into that annotated bibliography in weeks 5 and 6 and 7 and 8. So as you build that bibliography in the finding phase, this is where you're going to be annotating it in that second half of the first half of the semester before midterm. I'll try to get, again, a few discussions, videos, handouts, other things that you can look at to help you to start to build. What we're building towards is a design project, and I'm going to leave that kind of open-ended for now because we'll have some time during our face-to-face meeting to really work on that. I'll also give you some discussions in weeks 5 and 6, 7 and 8 to start fleshing out your ideas for what design is. Since I know each of you have very different goals for being in the doc program to begin with, I'm not going to pull in and tell you what that design project is, but we'll talk about what some examples might be in the coming weeks. So weeks 9, 10, 11, and 12 will be you really working out what that design project is, continuing your annotated bibliography through those weeks. So you'll be pulling probably further, taking new ideas and references from weeks 5 and 6 and 7, 8, and continuing to build that annotated bibliography. In weeks 13, 14, 15, and 16, the last 4 weeks of the semester, I want you to be actually applying your design project in some way. And my idea is that in this 2-week module, second to last module, the penultimate module, I want you to be thinking about how you might apply that work to some sort of curriculum application. And then 15 and 16, we're going to go into standards and policy and think about whatever you've done with your design project, how that impact standards and policy. So big overview for the course. Hope to give you an idea of where we're at right now and where we're on our way to. A fair amount of reading to do in the course, but I'm trying to time it so that it's spread out across the entire set of modules that we have, getting you closer towards that design. All right, talk to you soon.